Hey guys, CBK here bringing you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 leaks and rumors for Marvel Spider-Man 2 that I hope are true. If you're new to my channel, I have a whole series where I go over every single leak and rumor for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and today I'm going to be going over which ones I hope to actually see in the game. Keep in mind that all of these should be taken with a grain of salt. Some rumors are actually reported, and some of them come from supposed Insomniac employees on Reddit, so be careful not to buy into these too much because, like I said, they are just rumors. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join in on the hype for Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's the only thing I talk about on my channel, but with that being said, let's go ahead and swing on into the video. Alright, so the first rumor up is that the web swinging in Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be about 1.8 times faster than it was in Spider-Man PS4. I'm not really sure how they came up with a number so specific, but it's supposedly due to the PlayStation's SSD technology, allowing Insomniac games to render the levels and environment quicker. If this rumor is true, then I'm all for it. I'm a big supporter of taking full advantage of the PS5's technology. I've never really had a big problem with the web swinging speed in Spider-Man PS4. In fact, I was pretty impressed with it. I personally do not have a PS5 yet, so I have only experienced the game on my PS4 Slim. I can't imagine what it would be like to play this game in 60 frames per second with ray tracing and having the web swinging be almost twice as fast as the first game. It sounds amazing, and I sure do hope that this leak is real. Okay, so the next rumor up that I hope is true is that J. Jonah Jameson will have a more physical presence in this game. This rumor says that Peter will be returning to his job at the Daily Bugle. MJ will be out in the field as a reporter and will be away for the first act of this game. And then J. Jonah Jameson is said to be returning to the Bugle in his old position after the failure of his podcast. And I just want to say that I'm a huge fan of the Just the Facts podcast, so I'll probably miss that podcast if this rumor is true. However, I am on record saying that I want J. Jonah Jameson to have a bigger role in the sequel game. It'd be so cool to have to do more Peter related things in the sequel, such as dealing with work related missions. And of course, I'd love for J. Jonah Jameson to be a big part of that. This rumor is a little bit hard to believe though, considering that it felt like Insomniac Games was teasing the idea of Peter becoming a teacher in the Miles Morales game. He kind of mentioned that his freelancing days were over, but perhaps this story could be saved for later on down the line in this universe. Maybe in a few years, Peter can be a teacher. Alright, so the next rumor up on my list is a pretty recent quote-unquote leak that has come out that states that there will be a third playable character in Marvel Spider-Man 2, along with Peter and Miles. This leak mentions that there will be a third playable character that cannot free roam, but will have a different playstyle to the other Spider-Men. It said that they would be allowed to kill people using smoke, projectiles, and a type of organic or artificial tentacles. This is a pretty conflicting rumor because the tentacle part sounds like it would be Venom. However, the smoke and projectiles part sounds like it could be something completely different. Perhaps a character like Wraith, maybe? For me personally, I would love a few missions where we're dedicated to playing as Venom. I actually did an entire video on why Venom should be playable if you haven't checked it out already. But yeah, having Venom as a playable character is definitely something that I want to see in the sequel game, as long as it's a pretty small portion of the missions we get in Spider-Man 2. Okay, so the next rumor up on my list is that Eddie Brock will have a pretty important role within this game. Does that mean that Eddie Brock becomes Venom in this game? Well, that remains to be seen. We do know that Eddie Brock does exist in this universe and that he and Peter already have a history. I'm a big fan of Eddie Brock and I would love to see him have a role in this game. If the rumor is true, then it certainly adds fuel to the fire for that rumor of there being a solo Venom game in the works. I definitely don't think that Eddie is going to be Venom in this game, but I could see a potential setup for Eddie Brock as Venom and maybe a post-credit scene. Perhaps the symbiote finds its way to Eddie later on down the line. That would definitely make him a major factor moving forward and potentially set up that solo Venom game that everybody seems to want. Okay, so the last and most important rumor on my list is that Insomniac Games will have a gameplay demo ready by the end of 2022. And I have to say that this makes a lot of sense. A lot of games typically start to reveal footage or gameplay around a year before its release. That is when marketing campaigns typically start for a new game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to show something off by the end of the year. Now we know that it won't be at E3 this year because it was canceled, but Sony could hold a large state of play or some sort of showcase later this year to show off some Spider-Man 2. My friend Stealth Gamer actually did a fantastic video breaking down when we should see some new content for Marvel Spider-Man 2, just based on Insomniac's history with new releases. Please check out that video. But yeah, I mean, this is an obvious one. I definitely want to see some sort of gameplay for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and I hope that this rumor is true. So that's going to do it for my list of rumors and leaks that I hope are true. There are a lot of crappy rumors out there, so it's tough to break down which ones I actually want to see in this game, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a comment down below telling me what rumors you want to see in this game. But that's going to do it for me, guys, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.